Hello, hello, it's Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. Welcome to my channel. So glad you're here to join me today. Look, I have a new Work Smarter pad. Use supplies I have. This is my list of things I need to do. Shred old journals and old letters. This is an ongoing project, so you'll see it pop up again. Prep tax stuff. January, February. Time to go through stuff. Keep, toss, sell, give. Envelopes. Envelopes is one thing that I need to go through. I'm not going to do that today on film, but I have collected way too many, so I need to get rid of more than half. And then I have a couple Happy Meals I want to send out, so that's on my list for this week and ongoing through the month. On the 12th, Monday, I cleaned up my art space a little bit. I packaged up the estate items that go to my daughter and the ashes, her father's ashes. And the package got sent off today. I'm still waiting for the certificate of cremation so I can send the ashes out. I have to give that to the post office. And I have put most of the Christmas away. I have probably another stack to go through. Yesterday I did what's in my basket, and I cleaned off my art table. I scrubbed things down, and today I'm doing Deck the Year at Penny's Crafty Creations. And then Thursday I'm going to be doing a Let's Make Together project. I don't know what it is. Friday I'm organizing my stamps and dies, and I'm recording a video for Saturday. So I may record this organizing bit. Haven't decided yet. And then the weekend I want cleared for genealogy. So that is my week ahead. Now I am using this to see if I can work smarter. See? Work smarter. One thing about these is when I'm done with them, I can collage over them and I can reuse the papers. So I think that'll be good. So today, let's see. Let's see if I can work smarter right here. Deck the Year. Penny's Craft Creations. Penny's Crafty Creations, and it is hashtag Deck the Year. So I'm going to cut out part of this card. That's where I'm going to start. Need to cut off to this. Oh wait, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Let's see here. Ta-da! I don't have to. I have this plastic clear mat on here. They look like this. And it's so that I can, Carol and Tammy gave me the idea. So I don't get my mat so dirty, but that doesn't help me. I still do. Oh my goodness, I do. So I want to leave this outer frame, and I've seen some other people doing frame stuff lately out of cards, so I decided I wanted to do that too. So I'm going to pull out my knife, my box cutter. I'm not going to cut a box today, but I'm going to try and cut this card out. Okay. Pulled that off. That was kind of a mistake because it left a little hairy piece there. So now we have this card too that can be used as a journaling card or something. And let's see how wide this is. This is 5 5 1/4 by 7. So it won't really fit in on a journal page. Let's take a peek. Yeah, see, it's way too big. So I do need to cut my frame down a little bit. So let's do that next. I'm going to cut just a little off this side. Let's see. How much do I want to leave? I better figure this out nicely. We're going to cut off that much. And then I'm going to take this over here and make a mark. So that I know how much to cut off over here. There we go. Make it the same amount. There we go. And just for insurance sake, let's cut this off too. We'll make it the same top to bottom. Okay, now we have this nice little frame. So let me throw those little pieces away. I'm not keeping them. I think I'm done with that. I'll put it away. And I would like to use, maybe I want to use this, maybe not. Let's see what we have here. This is old lace, and this is what I used the time before for Deck the Year, and I made this pretty thing. So now we're going to make something to go with it. And I think maybe for a frame, that would be pretty. I think we'll go with the brown. I like that brown. That's very pretty. That one's very pretty. That's pretty. I think we'll do this one. You know, I might have a small piece of this paper. Let me look really quick. Using a smaller piece would be better, because then I could use these if I decide to turn this into a journal. Don't save that packaging. Oh yeah, this will be better because the print is much smaller for a frame, and I think that would look better. Okay. So, now how to do this. I think we'll put it about there. Cut it over here to start with. I don't know if I'm going to do this right, so just cross your fingers with me. Now, I will need to make some score lines here on the inside so that they will fold around this card. I'm just using this little stylus. It's a little round one. I don't know the millimeter on the bulb. Okay. And we're going to go around the outside edge. And across the bottom. I don't want to pick it up and move it because oh, I moved it. There we go. I didn't want to move it because I didn't want to make it harder to do. Okay. Now, I know you can't see that, but what I need to do, I think, need to clip it from this corner to that corner right there, and from this corner to that stylus corner, the outer stylus corner. I don't know. We'll find out. From this one to I have to turn it just right so I can see it. And from this corner to, oh yeah, right there. Okay. Now on the inside, I'm going to line this back up. So on the inside here, I need to cut this somewhere in here to there to about there. It's going to get folded over, so I'm not too worried about that. So let's take this. I'm going to line it up on that little line there. I'm going to come up here to where this one is. I'm going to slice it down. I'm going to give it more room than I did. Right there. Yeah, I need to give it a little more space. And about here, I think. See if I can take that out of there. And now I will not trim, but cut from here to that corner there. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I'm only guesstimating whether or not this will work. to adjust it so I can see where the corner is. A little hard to see. Let's see if I can see it here. I think it's somewhere in here. Okay. Now, okay. I'm going to fold towards me first. That might be a prettier frame out here. We'll find out. I'll go to the top. And then to the side. And then to the side. I got a hair in my eye. Cat's been laying on me all day. Except for when I put on my fuzzy bathrobe. He does not like it. Now you would think he would absolutely love it, but he doesn't. He's like, this is gross. I might have cut that one down too far. Yeah, I did. But that's okay. We can always put a flower there. Righto. Okay. So, I think I like that side better, don't you? Okay, we'll go with that. So this is going to go inside of here. Doesn't matter if we have the joker up or down. No joking about that. I forgot to set my timer again. I've got to get back in the habit because, boy, make a long video. Just going to go along there like that. Gently work it down. I got glue on my desk. I think I'm out of paper towels in here. Let's see if I can do a little less glue. Hope I'm still on camera. Please tell me that I am. Okay, now I just want to go down through here and put a little bit on here. Just to kind of hold it down a little bit. Have you guys seen that movie, The Thursday Murder Club? Oh my gosh, it was so good. I definitely recommend it. I think it was on Netflix that we watched it. It was a good show. Oops. Got that one too far out. Let me throw that away. Let's see. I know I don't have any paper towels in here. I don't even think I have a flour towel. Oh no. What's a girl to do? Okay. Now let's fold this one up. And this one. And this one. And this one. I think I can cut those little tails off there, can't I? Not like I need to use them for anything. Is it? No, because everything will get covered up. Yeah. And the back's going to get covered anyway. So let's cut these little tails off. Might have to trim them a little further. Not really sure yet. Guess I could have bent them so I would know. Okay, might still have to trim them some more if they're going over the edge here. Now I just give them a little angle cut. We'll just start right here. It doesn't want to stick to the glossiness of the card, but it will eventually stick. Now let's come over here and do this one. Little angle cut right there. There we go. Angle cut there. And right there. Get that pressed down good because, like I said, it doesn't like to stick to the glossy. It's sticking to the paper really good. But it doesn't really like the glossy stuff. There we go. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So now we need to pick a picture to go on the inside. Now I realize these are very large compared to this frame, and I need to decide if I want to make them, you know, kind of have a little space in there. She's pretty. That would be a pretty one. arm. Nope. I think maybe we'll go with this one. Roses or closes? I think we'll go with this one. So we're going to cut this one right about, I'm going to put her back more towards the back of the frame. Okay, now we'll trim that. First, what's going on? There's something wrong under here. Oh, I guess this was in the way. First we'll trim this one off here. There we go. Put that behind us. Then we'll trim this off. I'm going to bring it inside the line a little bit so it's not hanging over the side of that. And then do the same down here. Bring it inside a little bit. Now that would be a nice piece to reuse, so I'm going to hang on to that little piece. You can see my trimmer needs to be, I need to put a new blade in it. Okay, let's see if this fits. Okay, I need to trim just a little bit off the top. Oh, pretty, isn't it? Now I do want to make sure I had the frame the right side up. Because turning it upside down might not work. Might not turn out so good. So I'm just going to, oh, wait a minute. Remember that stuff I said I don't save? No, I actually made the plastic. And I got glue on it already. Let's see. That one won't work. Let me just peek through my garbage here. Going to have to be this one. I know I have some acetate somewhere. I don't care if it's a little crooked right now. I'm going to straighten that up in a minute. Just have to get these separated. Okay. I wonder if I can glue it down and then trim it off. It's very hard to trim this way. It's not a very good piece of plastic here. Probably if I had put it on a piece of paper, I could do it that way. I'm getting glue on it already. So I think what I'll do is glue it down and then I will trim it. I think that'll be easier. Don't know. Don't know if it will or not. Oops, pulled it. There. Okay. So now we'll go around, add a little more glue. And we will carefully, I hope, put this down so it's even. And right side up. Okay, let me grab a few pieces of embellishments to put on here. We have a roll of better acetate, but you probably can't see it, but there's some sticking out there. But that's okay. I think it's fine. Okay, so I do have some little flowers we could use. There, I have some wooden flowers here. And let's see. Here we go. I think this is what I want. Some little cutouts from here. Let's see what's in the bag. This is Stamperia Old Lace paper cutouts. I've had these for a little while. There's a fan. No fan. I'm not a fan of that fan. At least not right now. Any of these doilies would be good. Let's finish looking first. Ooh, here we go. Definitely want a flower. I think this flower is just too big. I could double them up. Want that. Let's see. Those are some pretty flowers there. Let's look at this side. No. I think maybe we'll go with these two. And I will just Well, let's start with this one. Let's go around the edge with some Distress ink. I'll use Vintage Photo. Okay, so we'll kind of like it hanging over the picture there. Maybe like that. Throw the heart out. Throw the heart out. Doesn't need a heart. No, that one's too little. That one's too little. Ah, what do we have here? What if we went with this one? That might be better, my friends. Might be. Yep, that's better. Okay. Nope. There's some little ones. No, it doesn't really show up with that background, does it? So, let's see. I also brought along these. I like those flowers there, though. This might be part of this kit. I don't really know. There is an old letter. Too big. It needs to be a little smaller, doesn't it? Now these flowers are a little more shiny. Oh, look at that. They're a little bit more gold. They do not have a front and a back. We have a giant one. It would never fit in an album this size. Oh, there's a pretty one. Lots of corsets here. Ouch. Okay, I think we'll go with these because they're a little more goldy. And I think maybe we'll add this one over here Yes. Now let me grab just something else here. Oh, I know what I wanted. I got over here and I couldn't remember. Could not remember what I wanted to do. Okay, so I brought some dots to raise it up a little bit. Yeah. A little bit of lace around it, I think. I'll have a peek. That one might be a little too floofy. Floofy. Ooh, what's this? That might be a good one. That might be a good one. We know this is a good one. This one looks like it could be a little bit flatter. And this is also a stamperia or stamperia, however you say it. Okay. It's always hard to tell, but that is the front. Right? I'm just bending this over to match up this line. I'm creasing it to put a line in it, and then I'm cutting on that line. And that way it bevels these edges to look more like a frame. And that's why I'm doing that. Ooh, I didn't cut that bottom one. Nope, I didn't. Whew. Thank goodness. There. Get those corners glued. There. There. And there. Okay, get that stuff out of my way. Okay, so we put our first one down. Take this stuff out of there first. That one's got to go that way because the flower is going up that way. This one will go this way. Yes, I think that looks good. I don't think I need to raise these up at all. I think they're okay this way. Just like so. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just put them down. That one's going to go right there. And then these two. Maybe just one. Put one over here maybe. That gives me 3. You know, we kind of like to work in 3s, don't we? Not putting a lot towards the back because I don't want it to have gluey off the edges there. Okay. Now, no. It won't get off of me. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Don't want to ruin the prettiness of the wrinkly. Sometimes this doesn't always stick the first time. I know I always say this. Sometimes you have to glue it, get a little glue on it, and then put a little more glue on it. Take this little rose. I think I'll put it down there at the end. Looks like a little fabric rose. Of course, we know it's just paper. It does look kind of fabric-y though. And then this one will come down and go under here. About like that. So now we can squish some more glue in there. No. Just put that one down, Angela. Here's another little rose that we can put right on the center of the bow. Although that one would have been better, huh? Let's see. Let's see if I have another little rose. No, I have daisy-like things. I have that. That's not it. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Let me cover this if I can find its little lid. Oh, I like the rose. I was going to say I could do a button on there. But I kind of like the rose. Well, we're going to use this rose. I better do its edges so it matches a little better. Oh, do I want that leaf on it? Sure, why not? We'll just put it so it's going down that little line. Kinda. Alrighty, my friends. There we go. You could write on the back of this if you wanted, but I think I'd like to finish it off with a piece of paper. Now, do we want it to be that kind of paper? Or should we just pick another sheet from here? That one you could almost write on. Not that you want to write on them, I suppose. I think we'll go with this. I think that would be nice on the back. Goes with all the lace and everything. So we just need to cut it. There we go. This is the pencil I like to use. Need to cut it right there. Oh, maybe not. Let me line that up better. Yes. Right there, and edge to edge is what I'm doing. Okay. There. And, oh dear. There and where? Oh, right there. Right in the little flower. Right there. Just gonna paste it on there so it kind of covers things up a bit. Okay. Looks like it should go this way to me. So I'm going to turn it this way. My poor dog this morning. She went out. She wasn't barking. But the neighbor dogs were barking, and she got too close to the fence, and when they barked at her, her bell went off. Man, she came running as fast as she could. Oh, I had it right side up. Well, now it's upside down. Oh, and I got a little bit of stuff inside. Oh, well. So there we are. We are done with today's Deck the Year, posted by Penny at Penny's Craft Creations. And so there we are. There's our little lady. She could be a journal topper. She could be a piece in a page, a front page of a journal, or anything. So there we go. That is my Deck the Year for week 3. So thanks for joining me. I hope you each have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.